Hey everybody, Yankee here. Welcome to another episode of Shooting the Shit with Yankee. Tonight's topic is going to be, what's the worst method of carry? Out of all the ways you can carry a gun, what do I think is the worst one? And I hope people will weigh in here. Let me know if they agree with me or disagree with me once I tell you what I think is the worst. Now, I know what people are going to think I'm going to say, or at least what a lot of people think I'm going to say, because there's a lot of different ways to carry, and I'm very outspoken about one in particular. There's a lot of ways you can carry. You can carry inside waistband, outside waistband, open carry, concealed carry. You know, you can carry at 3 o'clock on your hip. You can carry small back. You can carry appendix. You know, there's all different ways you can carry. And every single one of those ways, you know, is going to be right for somebody, even if it's not the best way to carry. There's going to be some people that like it, prefer it, etc. But there's one way that I think that there's really never a reason to conceal carry that way or carry a gun that way, period. And I think a lot of people are going to think I'm going to say appendix, because appendix is unnecessarily dangerous. But, you know, if you're a responsible person making an adult decision to take that extra risk, I'm okay with that, as long as you're doing it in an educated way. And there are ways you can mitigate that. Having a gun that is, you know, like a revolver, or has a manual safety, or not carry one in the chamber. You know, there's all kinds of different ways. Something that's a double action hammer fired gun. There's all kinds of ways you can mitigate that danger you're placing yourself in by carrying that way. So, you know, you're an adult, make an adult decision. And if that's how you choose to carry, awesome. There's also small back carry that I oppose, because it's a bad way of carrying, simply because it's risky to you in a different way. If you fall on it, I've seen people crippled by doing that. I've known police officers that are on disability the rest of their life for that. In fact, I used to live across the street from one that was on disability because of that. You fall and you've got your backup gun or something right by the base of your spine, and you fall on ice or something like he did, you can seriously damage your spine. He was lucky he wasn't paralyzed. He was paralyzed temporarily, but eventually he got his ability to walk back and got the feeling back in his legs, but he was never the same again. He was always a little off and was on disability after that. So small back is dangerous for different reasons that appendix carry is dangerous. So I always tell people, don't carry small back. There's a reason why almost every law enforcement department in the country forbids that type of carry, because it is so dangerous and they don't want to pay disability for people or the medical bills if you fall. But even that's not the way I'm going to say is the worst way to carry. To me, the worst way you can carry is ankle carry. Now, a lot of people are going to be like, oh, but it's not as dangerous and you can get it easier when you sit down and all this other stuff. Well, you know, there's lots of ways you can access your firearm while you're sitting down that don't put your gun in a very precarious position. Because not only is your leg a part of your body that is moving the most often, is having the most centrifugal stress on it, you know, inertia, etc. It's also the hardest part for you to reach in on your body, especially if you're in conflict with someone. If someone is wrestling with you, it is not hard whatsoever to get your back towards somebody, and then they can reach your ankles and you can't. While you're actually in a fight with someone, the worst thing I can imagine would be getting in an argument with someone, having it take it to something physical, going to the ground, and then they cross block you, get your own gun, shoot you in the balls with it. There's just not really a good reason to ankle carry. It's not the most secure way you can carry. It's not the most easy to access way. In fact, it's dangerously hard to access and dangerously easy to access for somebody else if you're involved in a conflict with them, a physical altercation. And I know a lot of people say, well, I'll never get into physical altercations. Well, sometimes you don't get to decide that. Sometimes physical altercations find you, or they find somebody that is not able to stand up to it, and you have to be the person who steps into that. So carrying a gun on your ankle is just not a good idea. It's too hard for you to get to. And I know people say, but what if I'm sitting at a desk or in a car? Well, there's better ways that you can carry in those situations, that you can still get to it. Cross draw, shoulder carry, that you can still get to them while you're sitting, but then they're not so vulnerable and inaccessible once you're standing up. And if you're going to be out and around people, you're probably going to usually be doing it standing up. Grocery stores, bars, wherever you go, you're going to usually be standing. When trouble finds you, chances are you're going to be standing. So having your gun in that position is just a really bad idea. And even though I can tell people, if you decide to carry appendix, and if you made the decision based on good information and you take the proper precautions, fine. If you're telling me that with ankle carry, I'm going to be like, no, there's better ways. No, that doesn't make any sense. It's not a good way to carry. So I think that is easily the worst way to carry, and it is ankle carry. Now, I don't know if anybody else has weighed in here, if anybody agrees with me, disagrees with me, or what. Let's see if we got anything coming in over here. And remember, people, if you're wanting to say something, say it quick, because we are on a delay. So a lot of times people wait till the last minute. They think I'm getting something in at the end here, and they don't get it in at all because I end the chat before it comes in. And once I start ending the chat, I'm not going to be answering questions anymore. I've been interrupting the ending of the chat because someone throws something at the last second. I'm not going to do that. So if you got something to say, get it in. Casey Two Guns said appendix carry is like the Tide Pod challenge. Appendix carry's got a lot of issues, and to me, it's a risk not worth taking. But like I said, I always say people can take whatever risks they want as far as damaging themselves. But with something at ankle carry, you risk not only damaging yourself, but providing a bad guy with a gun fairly easily in some situations. So I just can't justify that, even though I can say, hey, if you decide to appendix carry, that's on you. That was Casey Two Guns that weighed in there. 545 by 39 said Mexican carry, appendix plus no holster. Well, yeah, that is a really bad way to carry, but that's that's not a carry method at all in my mind. That's just a stupid thing to do, because that's not a legitimate way to carry a gun, just sticking it in your waistband, unless you're like a rapper or an NBA star who seem to think that's okay. But I don't think we as people think that, as gun people, think that that's even a viable method of carry at all, much less a good one. Tim Allen said, ankle carry is the worst. See, that's what I came up with. I think you actually said that before I read my comments, but I agree. Ankle carry is the worst way to carry. I just do not like it. I cannot find any way to justify it, to be honest. I've never had anyone say, well, that's the only way I can carry because it's the only way I can conceal it. If it's so small, you can conceal it on your ankle, then you can conceal it somewhere else, because ankle carry is usually very obvious when someone's carrying a gun on their ankle. It's usually fairly noticeable. So I don't buy that. Oh, it's the easiest way, or it's the only way I can access it while I'm sitting. No, that's not true. There's other ways to access it while you're sitting. So that, in my opinion, is a crappy way to carry. And it looks like Tim Allen agrees with me there. So that's always good, I guess. That looks like that's it for the responses we've had here. If you're someone who would like to respond to me when I have a topic, you want to weigh in, or you want to disagree with me, I would actually like it better when people disagree with me than agree with me. Come to our live chats every night. They're every night at 6 p.m. Pacific time, except for Wednesdays when they're at 7 p.m. Pacific time. Every other time of the day, every other day of the week, I should say, they're at 6 p.m. Pacific. That's early enough on the East Coast that people haven't gone to bed yet, and late enough on the West Coast that people are off work. So that's why we usually do 6 p.m. Pacific. And on Wednesdays, we do 7 because Never Enough Ammo has a chat at 6, and we don't want to cork him, so we kind of step back an hour. So there's our topic for today. That's what I find to be the worst method of carry. If you disagree with me, let me know in the comment section below. Also, if you have a topic you'd like to see discussed, let me know in the comment section below of this video. Also, tomorrow's topic will be hopefully something you all chose. If you've got something you want to hear me talk about, maybe even weigh in yourself, come to the live chat, just put that topic in the comment section of this video, or send me an email to shootingleftofcenter@gmail.com, and maybe we'll do that next. As far as topics go tomorrow, just wait till I start the live chat. The title card for the live chat will have right on there what the topic for that night will be. So read that, see if you want to come in, and let me know what you think. But for now, that's today's video. I'll see y'all again tomorrow. Until then, remember, always carry and stay safe till I see you again. you.